easily overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Here's White. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Personal foul.
And you look at Derek White, Richard. The energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
And that one goes in. Two from the line that time. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Porzingis. The baseline J is on the way. That one a little long.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Clark, no good.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Inside, White gets it to go.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here we go, fans.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
So it's the Grizzlies now, trailing by 4. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
As they say, live by the three, die by the three. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
You would have liked to have seen them make some adjustments and attack the rim, but they just kept firing from distance and couldn't get much to fall.
Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Second team foul.
Among the best in the NBA for a few years now. Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
Denied by Tatum.
The all-star Tatum engaged on defense. That's a scary sight for opponents.
Here's Jackson.
They look frustrated right now. Nothing seems to be falling, and it's starting to get to them.
Porzingis. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Kennard outside. Pass to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Back to Kennard. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Boston ball.
Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. To the inside. Here's Jackson. And Craig pulls it down. Porzingis with it. And Kennard picks him up defensively. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake. Nothing in the game is quite as smooth as a finger roll. Great finish right there.
Timeout called, the Celtics. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Teams will make substitutions. And the Celtics in possession here. 4-point game. Here's Pritchard. 17 points in his last outing. Pass to Cornette. The Grizzlies pull it in. Pritchard, for years, the Grizzlies' team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. 6 to shoot. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Clark. Here's Bagley. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
At the line for the Grizzlies.
That one misses.
Marvin Bagley III. 2 shots.
That one's no good. Celtics lead by 4. Horford outside. Tatum with it.
Grizzlies foul.
Impressive scoring stats with around 27 points a game.
Second personal
That's
foul.
his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Substitution on the court.
Memphis making a switch here. Pass to Pritchard. To baseline Jay. The shot's good. Tatum's got 6.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Brandon Clark.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
First half with the score.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Boston out in front. They lead by 4.
22.
And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Celtics lead by 4. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Outside Tatum. Left side, Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Up and over Kennard. The rebound by Edey. And so it's Moran who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
Here's Holiday. After the basket by Memphis. Pass to White. Back to Holiday. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Desmond Bane. Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end. The focus you get from Holiday is constant, and that goes for both ends. He's always looking for ways to help.
Now here's Morant. Give him 8 points now. And the dunk by Jackson.
Jackson rolling off the pick can finish with either hand or just rise and fire.
Tatum. Look at Tatum using his length.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Edey. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. Memphis shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. That free throw misses. And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Back to Morant. Brown with the steal. Holiday with the ball. Now guarded by Conchar.
Take that, Holiday with the hammer.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Williams on the wing. Oh, tries a 3. Here's Edey. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game.
Celtics foul.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Morant. Give him 8.
On the court.
And Pritchard pulls it down. Inside. Here's Brown. Pass to Cornette. Here's Pritchard.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Goes back up.
2 minutes.
Misses the layup. Craig with a steal. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a 1-possession game. Well done.
Here's Brown. It's tipped. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Aldana. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Assisted by.
And it's now just a 1-point Celtic lead.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Boston.
And the officials call the over the back. A little too aggressive there.
First personal foul.
A terrific box out that draws the over-the-back call.
He had to know that call was coming. You can't treat another guy like a jungle gym out there.
Brandon Clark.
And they take the lead. Clark's got his third basket on the night right there.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Back to Cornette.
Out
Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball. Both teams deciding to change it up.
On the court.
And so it's Memphis with it. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. To the paint. Nice move.
Brandon Clark.
And the basket by Clark.
Pippen.
Clark's got 4 points now in the quarter.
As strong as they looked in that first half, their defense hasn't been the same here in the second. They just look slow, not very sharp.
Brandon Clark.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The length and athleticism of Tatum is something else. Like, you can't blame the D for fouling him there. That's just something that's going to happen.
Jason Tatum.
And so Tatum nails both of them. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Clark outside. Pass to Pippen. Back to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. What a performance for Brandon Clark. He's been the story for Memphis. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Memphis leading by 5. Jackson on the wing. Outside Bain. Hits a three-pointer.
Bain.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Outside Holiday. Horford inside. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Celtics foul.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First team foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far from Memphis?
Jackson.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
Pippen. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Tatum can't hit.
Foul.
Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul.
Grizzlies substitution. Ja Morant.
Memphis leading by 9. Pass to Wells. And here's Jackson. Uncovered.
GG.
And he hits the jumper.
The assist.
Never won to hold the ball. If Bain's shot isn't there, he just moves it.
Boston, timeout.
And Boston calls time here.
Headed to the floor right now.
And Richardson's bursting onto the scene. Bain has been nothing short of spectacular.
Bain was a steal with the 30th pick. He's added to his game each year. And now, look, he's one of the better two-way wings in the league.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked to the team. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
Personal foul.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Team foul. Shooting for Memphis.
No good on the free throw.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Richard, every team wants three-point shooters and rim protection. Jaren Jackson Jr. gives you both.
Oh, he is the prototypical big man. He's Defensive Player of the Year. He's led the league in blocks on multiple occasions, and he can stretch the floor and shoot threes.
Now here's Tatum. Again, the miss by Boston.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Pass to Baines. The open shot, Morant. Yes, on the jumper.
Desmond Baines.
And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
They're fortunate to be leading after shooting below 40% in the first half.
Outside Craig. Now here's Tatum. They still need this. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
First team foul.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Jackson gets the bucket.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Outside White. Clock at 6. From deep three-point land. Again, the miss by Boston.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Remaining in the game.
And the call will be against Derek White. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Derek White.
And the Grizzlies making a change here.
4th team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Edey. Outside Bane. Into the lane. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the bucket by Boston. Here's Morant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second.
Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
5th team
You know,
foul.
Ja Morant, such a dynamic guard. His
Shooting
combination of
for Memphis.
speed and creativity,
Ja
that
Morant.
makes for some tough matchups.
Taking 2 shots.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. RJ, when Ja Morant's at his best, you won't find a more entertaining player in the league.
BA, he is a generational talent. There is no easy way to defend him. That blend of skill, athleticism, quickness, it is so impressive and hard to guard.
From deep, Bane.
Timeout.
Good, and the setup by Morant.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Grizzlies.
All right, fans, let's
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And when we look at their record, this game pushes them to 49 wins.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Ja Morant.
He ran things with precision, great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots.
Clark, no good. Here's Brown. Memphis with a rebound. Here's Bain. Offensive rebound. Here's Pippen. He's off on the layup. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Memphis foul.
Whistle blows. It's going to be on G.G. Jackson.
Second.
That'll be a
foul.
second foul of the game.
Second team foul. Checking in for the Grizzlies, Ja Morant.
So it's Boston now, trailing by 17. Here's Hauser. Again, the miss by Boston. And here's Memphis now. They're on a 17-5 run. Morant. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense.
Grizzlies ball. Shooting for Memphis, Ja Morant at the line for one.
One shot.
And the technical free throw is good. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation.
Grizzlies ball.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson,
DJ, bomb them, never stop. I'm on the go. I know, you know. God know. I'm on the go. But bad man, I try to stop me though. I know, I'm on the go. Yeah, told me what coming up off the show. Yeah, I'm so special. So special. That's why boy, I pray with the girl and them a chase like petal. Thank Jah. I'm so special. So special. Tell them me no fear, two-face expression. Guy, you know, dirty mouth can't chase nor they tell. Me hear them shot, and I say them want me head pan black, but bullet red pan that you better. Help poor people with them bed pan black. SSC a dirty heart you a got. From that seat, now them a say me mark and each time walk them say me walk fit. Them lock me down and me can't forget. God Jehovah did a guide me, say me nah regret. Yeah, I'm so special. So special. That's why me them a pre with the girl and them a chase like special. But I'm so special. So special. Tell them me no fear, two-face expression. Life you know, dirty mouth can't chase nor they tell the same thing. Jackie Stephen at the swine for. In pharmacy too much that them blind for. One plate of food them sell out mankind for. Yes, you have your answer with the bag of bad mind. Besides, take them dirty work so them want me shine for. Biggie them what them want, what them a mix me in a for. Are the same thing. Rise him 9 for. Every dirty work just shall show them a sign for. Cause Jah make you special. And so special. That's why them a pre with the girl and them a chase like petal. But Jah, I'm so special. So special. That's why I'm Jah make you special. And so special. That's why me them a pre with the girl and them a chase like brother is a special delivery. The moment live in the misery, but that day will never see special delivery. From my mother deliver me. I'm on the go. But them bad man I want to stop me though. Chano, I'm on the go. But them can't play me like the puppy show. Cause Jah make you special. And so special. That's why me them a pre with the girl and them a chase